Hey.
Another year, another Hall of Fame.
Class of 2021.
There's some big names on this
Who
list.
made it?
There's some surprising names, too.
Yeah.
So, to start it off, obviously, we all knew he was going to get in Peyton Manning.
First ballot Hall of Famer, Peyton Manning.
Which, I don't think
I don't think there's any argument.
Yeah, there's no argument with this one.
Next one,
So,
Charles Woodson. Another one.
I don't see an argument with
No.
that either. Charles Woodson was an amazing player.
Next one, we had Alan Faneca. He was pretty much a staple for the offensive lines
For the Steelers.
and Tennessee Titans. So.
The next, like those first three are pretty much gimmies. The next one is where people start having problems with it.
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson.
Didn't play long enough.
He only played, 9 seasons?
10 seasons.
Was it 10?
It's like Barry, I think.
So, 10 seasons. He did have a record-breaking single season. He never really won any playoff games.
I don't have an issue with him getting in. It's just should he be first ballot?
Right.
My thing is, you've seen like Chris Carter,
Tim Brown.
Some of these guys have to wait till the second, third time.
Andre Reed. They
And
all
he gets in
waited
first
and waited.
Now, talent-wise, yeah.
He was unmatched.
But like you said, he needed to play another 3 to 5 years to really build up more of the career numbers.
Yeah.
He had the great single seasons here and there, but he didn't have the career accumulation type of numbers.
If you look at probably the top 10 list of yards and receptions, he's not going to be on those lists.
Right.
Which kind of
he was a few years off.
Now, kind of going with Calvin. What about Torrey Holt? Because he's right past Calvin on every pretty much statistic.
Even T.O. had to wait a couple of years.
Yep.
Now, next one we had Tom Flores.
Yeah.
That's the coach?
Yep.
Super Bowl winning coach for the Raiders back in the 80s.
Now, kind of move on to the next one. Somebody's Cowboys, Drew Pearson.
Drew Pearson finally made it in.
It's about time.
For him, it is about time. He doesn't have the stats. He only had 7,800 yards, 48 touchdowns. But the thing about Pearson was he went to a couple Super Bowls. He won a ring or two. He was a big moment kind of guy. So he didn't have the stats, but it was a running league back then as well.
Now, back then you probably saw maybe 20, 25 passes. Now to versus there's 55 passes thrown. So
a game, yeah.
Next one we got Bill Nunn.
Don't know much about Bill Nunn.
I don't either. They said that he was kind of a...
Back in the Steelers days?
Back in the day. I don't know much about him. They said he passed away in 2014 from what I was reading, so...
And then the next one we had was John Lynch.
And I think we all agree with that one as well.
That.
John Lynch is a good addition.
He was a staple on the defense for the Bucs when they made their first Super Bowl win.
Years ago.
Was it 02?
Yeah.
02.
02.
So, I mean...
It's a good list overall.
A good list, but where's my Jared Allen, man?
So
I think he might get in next year.
He's going to get in.
Kind of go off of this. They said for next year, 2 candidates, Anquan Bolden and Steve Smith. For the receiving side with
receivers,
with Torrey Holt.
Romo and DeMarcus Ware is going to be on next year's ballot as well.
I think DeMarcus Ware will get in. But I don't
know about Romo.
I don't think...
See, that's the same thing as Phillip Rivers. Is Phillip Rivers...
They're stat guys.
Yeah, I mean...
Stats and regular season wins.
I think Ware will get in, and probably Allen. I think both of those guys will get in. Receiving-wise, that's a tough one because Steve Smith doesn't have the Super Bowl, and Quan does. And you get Torrey Holt. I think Torrey Holt will get in over both of them, though.
Right.
I think all those guys are kind of similar.
Yeah, I mean, they're all...
They're not... When I think of them, I think of really good receivers, but do I think of, not, the greatest receivers?
Right, they're not game changers.
I don't think that.
They were like a low-end receiver one.
Yeah.
But...
Sometimes I think they let a lot of people in that they maybe shouldn't. But then they force other people that should have been in right away wait forever, and I don't understand that.
I mean, because really, the Hall of Fame is guys that change the game. You won't see, names like who you want to say. Bray Lewis, Urlacher.
Right.
Linebacker.
It's
Lawrence
names
Taylor,
that you know.
Champ Bailey, Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed.
Right.
On the defense, offense, obviously Manning. Who else would you say? Barry?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Walter Payton, people like that.
Bo Jackson.
He didn't play long. Marcus Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know who Bill Nunn is still.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I had to read up on him a little bit just to know who he was.
Well,
But anyways, I think that's about all we have for the Hall of Fame.
That's all we got.
So
we have none more.
No. No more.
We'll move on.
Bye.
Moving on.
Moving on up.
Woohoo.